Let us speak openly, the majority of us are dissatisfied with part of the appearance, the body's or genetic component. Probably you consider that your nose too big, or to you isn't pleasant that you too small growth. Probably you lost the hair or turned gray at mature age of 25. All of us are angry at least one part of the body, and we can make very little for correction of it except in plastic surgery. Actually, the majority of us have to be happy with that to us dropped out. Seriously, you don't even represent, as far as you were lucky, in comparison with some genetic mutations and uglinesses which dropped out to people worldwide. People who could want only that their nose or growth was their greatest care or a source of sneers live in the world. Besides, their diseases are how awful in most cases these people or are poor and aren't able to afford treatment, or are the children born with genetic frustration which will kill them before treatment is found, from slightly exhausting states which can worsen quality of human life to the terrifying examples of biological defects which can paralyze or kill the person before you one of the most shocking genetic mutations which the nature could create. Let's roll! Progeria. Most of the children sick with the progeria die at the age of about 13 years, but some live up to 20. As a rule, a cause of death, heart becomes attack or a stroke. On average, the progeria happens only at one child from 8 million. The disease is caused by mutations in a gene lamine to A/C protein providing support to cell-like course. Other symptoms of a progeria include the rigid skin, which is completely deprived of indumentum, bone anomalies, delay of body height, and the reference shape of a nose. The progeria represents a great interest for gerontologists who hope to reveal bond between genetic factors and process of an aging. Ectrodactylia. At suffering from anectrodactylia, toes or hands are absent or are underdeveloped. Because of its hands or a food remind claws. Fortunately, such violations are seldom in a genome. Ectrodactylia can be shown differently. Sometimes fingers simply grow together and they can be divided by means of plastic surgery. In other cases, fingers are not even created up to the end. Often the disease is followed by the total loss of hearing. Etiologies are violation of a genome, including a deletion and translocation and inversion in the 7th chromosome. Epidermodysplasia. Because of an epidermodysplasia, skin looks so as if turns into woodbark. Actually, papillomavirus of the person causes this illness. Yes, that looks as woodbark. It is huge congestions of warts which become solid and shelled over time. Very infrequent disease is caused by refusal of a gene, which usually struggles with asymptomatic infections of a papillomavirus. This illness is also known for the high risk of development of the carcinoma cutaneous connected with it. In spite of the fact that there is a treatment, generally this removal of warts, the complete treatment was not revealed yet. In 2 years after nearly 95% of woodbark were removed from a body dead Kosvara, the majority grew back, and Kosvara was necessary to undergo 3 medical procedures to contain growth of warts. The neurofibromatosis is a heritable genetic disease. It usually appears in the childhood and is today incurably. The neurofibromatosis does human life unfortunate as causes a set of diseases. There are skin diseases, neurologic violations, and malignant tumors. The most common symptoms appear on skin. There are brown spots and can cover all body. Freckles appear everywhere, even in axillary hollows and in a groin. On skin, the huge number of benign tumors grows. Skin of the person suffering from a neurofibromatosis becomes similar to a leather of warty toads. Some birthmarks are considered as beautiful highlights. The majority of us have 1 or 2 birthmarks at which we cannot look without disgust. Some delete them, others with firmness suffer their presence. Actually, pigmental nevers, it is the same birthmarks and they are good quality, influencing only appearance. For Chinese Zhang Hongmin and others similar to it, its birthmark is quite another matter. Zhang suffers from the infrequent congenital form of a huge pigmental nevers, sometimes called by the huge fluffy birthmark. Zhang was born with black all his body birthmarks. With age a back, breast and junc's brachium's birthmarks expanded to the huge sizes, and from them started raising a thick black hair because of what he got the nickname chimpanzee. After a set of years of sufferings and mockeries, Jang Han-min at last received treatment for its infrequent and shocking genetic mutation. Well, that's all. I hope when viewing this video you ate nothing. See you soon. Bye.